Bill Erston,
Present.
John Dooley,
Here.
Gary Bailey,
Here.
Deborah Potter,
Here.
Kevin Whipple.
Anybody know anything about Kevin? My wife. Approval of the agenda?
If there are no additions, I make a motion to approve the agenda as submitted.
Second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Has everybody had a chance to read the minutes? Any changes, additions, or anything? Okay. I'll take a motion to approve.
The minutes, you said?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll move that we approve the minutes as published.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Has everybody had a chance to review the financial report? Okay. Mr. Paul, you're taking Mr. John's place this week.
Yes.
Is John in Arizona?
No, John's back from spring break.
Figured maybe not to see Purdue.
He was, yeah. The lights on, sure. Okay, good evening. I have a last minute add here to the file that was pulled up here, so I'm gonna pull up this application so I get the amounts right while that's loading in here. Okay, so, yeah, I'm gonna take John Feister's place here. We're kind of tagging around due to spring break shuffling and so forth, so I'm filling in for John here this evening. So I appreciate your patience with me here. We do have this one action item that is listed on the agenda, which is a motion to approve AIP 20 FA partial pay request number 17 final in the amount of $215,515.21, and that's 100% federal. This is the final. This closes this grant and releases the retainage and so forth on that grant. So we're finally all wrapped up there.
There's no discussion. I'll make a move that we pay the partial pay request number 17 as listed here.
I'll second it.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Approved.
Okay, and then the additional action item happens to be for the fiscal year 24 grant, and this is for some additional land acquisition. We've been working on this for quite a while with Jeremy Riley to get all of the pieces and parts, and Don's office has been instrumental in getting all the documents together. We believe we've got everything that he needs now, and he's ready to write the grant. So this will be a fast one. We'll submit the application as soon as they write the grant. We'll have one drawdown because we already have all the documents pulled together, and then we'll close it. But this is for parcels 3, 4, 18, 26, which are all most of the aviation easements that we bought in the second round after the core 4 parcels. In this, there'll be one more phase after this. This is for NPE amount. Total award is $166,667. Now that's $150,000 federal share, and that's your non-primary entitlement amount. And then the state of Indiana is $8,333, and your share is $8,333, which you've already paid your share because you've already paid for all of this up front. This will just be reimbursing you that. So you'll get the $166,000 minus $8,333 to go and pay off some of those expenses you incurred on those other parcels. So if it pleases the board, have a motion to submit the fiscal year 2024 non-primary entitlement grant application.
There's no discussion. I'll move that we approve this as he's given us here. 166, 667, 150 is our non-primary entitlement.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Approved.
Okay, that's all the action items, just updates on there. So we do have the closeout pending on the grade and drain. We do have now the closeout on AIP 20 that we just did. AIP 21 still's not quite ready to close. It's close. We did have the FAA final flight check now. We just don't have the final bill. And so we need the final bill to get the final numbers before we can write that last deal. And with that flight check, that signed off on the medium intensity runway edge lights, and the publication date is still the same as been reported, July 11th. So that's the status on the runway. Land acquisition grant's closed, we're just waiting on the closeout letter there. The FY 24 grant, that was just what we approved as the action item. And then we are hoping to do the plan review and approval to advertise in your May board meeting for the apron plans. So we've made some progress. Jeremy Riley is a little bit more hands-on than Victor, so he's had some comments on the plans. We're tweaking those and getting that moving. So I think we're in a good spot to advertise that, but we do have a, I believe it's a May 30th deadline on that. So we'll get that advertised and get the bids turned around and to the FAA on that. So, no, I'm sorry. That one's June 30th. That's an NPE only, so it's June 30th. So we got a little bit of time there. So that's everything I had for you this evening.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Paul.
All right, thank you.
Well, I got just one question. For the published instrument approaches, is that for both north and south, both 1 and 19?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Down to 250 feet.
I'm sorry, Bill. I don't have it memorized. It is pretty good. I remember that. It's either 275 or 250. And I believe it was 3/4 of a mile and 250 or 275. I can't remember the exact height, but that's a significant improvement over what you had. I believe you had 800 on a mile before.
Yeah.
So drastic improvement, and I would expect once that publication hits, that'll help trigger some additional turbine traffic for sure, because a lot of the turbines won't come in without an approach.
Okay, thank you, Paul.
Thank you.
Jerry Schuyler, and you're gonna be the next two items also.
Okay. Well, we still have 7 people wanting hangars, so when we get around to deciding something on that, I have calls now and then, they want to know what the progress is, and so far, we really haven't got anything different to tell them. You know, it's been, the winter time here has not been near as much going on as there is in nice weather, so there should be changing one of these days. As far as the Eclipse Parking, I've got a sign made I'm going to put out by the taxiway, instructing the airplanes to come in to turn to the south down the old runway, which is a taxiway now, and to park on the grass beside that taxiway. We'll wait and see how many people show up. I've had a total of 5 calls, and of the 5, only 2 are probably coming, because a couple of people said they wouldn't park on grass, and another guy just called because he wanted to know if he could park his car at the airport. He told me to call it, said, I'm a pilot, we're going to come up to the Eclipse, and I was telling him about this. I said, well, I'm not flying, I'm going to drive in. I just wanted to park my car at the airport. I said, well, you'll have to get past the guys charging $5 out there to be able to do that. But so anyhow, I hope we don't get overrun, but right now I think I would have had quite a few more calls if there was a lot of people planning on flying in. And of course, weather will make a determination for a lot of them if it's fit to fly. So, but so far, I'm gonna go out there either tomorrow or Saturday, if it ever quits raining and stuff, and put the rope up like I do at fair time when the signs to keep people from driving into the airport, not know where they're going. And beyond that, I think we're ready, so,
Okay.
all right.
And that, the AAI meeting,
The 18th, we're gonna get chairs and stuff borrowed from the Knights of St. John here, tables and chairs. Get that all ready. Todd's gonna let us use his hanger, I guess.
yeah.
So,
Kristen, you got the meal lined up?
Yes,
Is it box lunches or?
it's buffet style from Wings and Rings.
Okay, very good.
all right, sounds good.
Okay. Amy,
Yes?
the new building, has it been approved?
Your additional appropriation has been approved, yes.
Okay.
So you have that money that you had asked for, which I believe was $39,000.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Yep.
Okay, approval of bills, everybody got a chance to review them?
Yeah, we'll get you the spreadsheet at a later date, but the bills are as Amy gave us yesterday on the email, so.
Accept the motion to approve the bills?
I'll make a motion to approve the bills as they were presented to us here.
I'll second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Bills approved. Any comments from the board or the audience?
Just a comment, of course, this can change hour by hour. The National Weather Service, their latest is 10% on Monday, for a 4-day out forecast is 10% chance of rain before 8 a.m. and then mostly sunny the rest of the day. Of course, that can change in the parking lot as we leave, but that's what the National Weather Service is calling for their latest forecast for Greensburg. So,
Okay. Is there no other comments? I'll take a motion to move to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Adjourn.